Hello, welcome back to the desolate moors of the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. We are continuing on with our adventure here. Let's check our to-do list to give us a reminder of what kind of things we are doing. We need to explore Bewlay and the surrounding area. I should be careful to leave no stone unturned, so to speak. Now that, I don't know whether that's a clue. It could be, because I do remember there was a stone, and I want to know whether I can examine it a bit more. We'll go back to that in a moment. We need to find the workmen for my excavation. So without Kenneth, who's our assistant here to source local workmen to aid with my excavation, shall have to do it myself. We need to find milk from Miss Tompkins. Mr. Ambrose, the milkman, has gone missing. Lord Panswick, housemaid, has agreed to introduce me to his lordship if I can provide him with some fresh milk. We need to help Mr. Bryden with his aching joints. Mr. Bryden is unable to milk his goat due to his aching joints. There must be a way I can help him with this. And we need to gather ingredients for the poultice. I'm to bring Mildred Walker some flirtwort and elderflower so she can make a poultice for Mr. Bryden's egg. So they kind of follow on to each other. We've already found the elderflower. No, we found the flirtwort. We still need to find the elderflower. So if I can find some elderflower, we can bring it to Mildred. She'll make the poultice. We can then give it to Mr. Bryden to help with his aching joints. He will then milk the goat, which we can give to Miss Tompkins. She'll then introduce us to Lord Panswick, who then hopefully will provide some workmen for the excavation, and that is how we advance the story. So as I left off the last episode, I was very confused because I couldn't find any of the... So what do you want? We got the flirtwort, the elderflower we needed. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I didn't know what to do, so that's when I kind of left it. So okay, let's go back, fresh brain and all that kind of thing. So one thing I just want to quickly check, we're just going to go to we'll go to Mr. Bryden's farm, go through the gate to Hob's Barrow. Now this is the stone.
Someone has carved the letters AR into the stone.
So it said leave no stone unturned. I just want to see whether or not I can just dig up the stone.
It's the barrow itself that I'm more interested in excavating.
Fine. Alright, it was worth a try. So there's nothing else here other than, obviously if we get a bit further along, we have the barrow. I don't think she's not going to do anything because she wants to get...
In good time.
Yeah. We need to get more workmen to do it. Can we, you know what, I've not actually tried going any further.
Finally.
No.
We shall excavate tomorrow.
Yep.
Though first, I need to find some workmen to assist me.
Yeah, okay, so there's nothing here. There's nothing else to do. Okay, so oh yes, I remember. Let's go back to Bewlay Village Square, because I think there was one person who I hadn't spoken to yet. Well, one person for definite, and that was Stanley, the barkeep. Let's just chat to him, just in case he's got anything else to say.
Found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally.
He has got some things to say. Right, let's chat to him.
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewlay, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
Okay, so just in case you are new to the series, this is part number 8, I believe. So we've just recently discovered that our father visited the town of, or the village of Bewlay 25 years ago and took part in an excavation of Hob's Barrow, which we are hoping to do tomorrow. And he suffered some kind of accident or something weird happened in the barrow, and it kind of put him into a coma, and he was there for the last 25 years, has been in this kind of coma. And we've just discovered this, so it's quite interesting.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Okay.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind.
Yeah, we don't really need to ask all these people about the milk because we know where to get the milk from, but I just like to exhaust the dialogue options just in case, because the one time when I left out a dialogue option because I thought I'd already asked it, and it turns out I hadn't, and that was kind of what was holding me back a bit. So I'm just going to go through everything.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay, well, that wasn't quite as fruitful as I was hoping. It's just...
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Well, that's quite good. Yeah, okay, because that at least confirms...
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment. I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay, so there's nothing else in here. So I need to go through basically everybody, because I'm sure there's just a piece of dialogue that I'm missing.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
And it's just maybe it's just someone I haven't spoken to. Oh yeah, that's right. We have got this. We've got Jane here.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
So she juggles. But what can we do with this?
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Because we can give her the apple that we've got. And she juggles with it.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy.
And then she juggles with 4, which I was saying is very impressive, because that's very difficult to do. She's very good.
Told you I could do it. Here's your apple back.
And then she
I'm very impressed.
gives the apple back.
Be careful with those things.
Yes, miss.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's something we need to do. What about... We've got our worm. Can we put the worm on the apple?
The worm has found a new home
yes!
within the holes of the rotten apple.
We have... Okay, now can we give it to her? Maybe she drops them because she sees the worm?
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy.
I don't know what this is going to get us, but...
Yuck, a worm.
Oh! That's just what I thought. I didn't know she was going to throw it. I thought she was just going to drop it. Okay, so... Is there anything we want here? Oh, maybe I was too slow.
Be careful with your apples.
Sorry, miss.
We have to go and grab something. Alright, okay. We're on to something. We have to go grab something. But what do we need? What?
Tins of corned beef.
Tins of
Ghastly.
corned beef.
The box is full of various sprouts and onions. Nothing particularly tempting. A decent selection of cuts and sausages. This looks like elderflower to me.
Oh! That's where we get the elderflower from! Oh! She didn't say it was elderflower last time. I suppose she hadn't been told what it looked like. Oh.
Hello again, little worm.
Poor little worm. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I know what to do. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, I'm very excited.
Hello, Jane.
Miss,
Okay, skip. So, yeah, last time we looked at it, it said various herbs and whatever, but we didn't know that there was elderflower.
Very
I
Okay,
could...
come on, skip. Oh,
Good day.
no.
No,
Skip. Come on, let's go. Apple with Jane.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
And then while her back is turned...
Yuck, a worm.
Not tempting.
Oh, herbs. Grab them.
Oi, put those back.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Sorry.
Are you kidding me?
You'll pay for any damaged goods.
Sorry, miss.
Oh, what are we missing? What do we... Oh, maybe I need to swap it with the cow's bane, because cow's bane looks almost identical to elderflower. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's try it again.
Hello again, little worm.
Okay, let's try this. Use apple with Jane.
Easy.
Okay, go.
Yuck, a worm.
Okay, so that smashes. We grab the cowbane, use cowbane with herbs. You swapped. Yes. Oh, so good. Love it when a plan
I
comes
managed
together.
to swap them without her noticing.
The swap. Achievement done. We now have the elderflowers. Right, so now we can go to Mildred. Okay, major progress has been made. Elderflowers, give us go to her.
Good day.
Love it.
I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over.
Oh, so satisfying when you get a puzzle done.
There you go. Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Okay, so now we can go straight over to Mr. Bryden's farm. Knock on the door.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try. Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
Well, if it makes him feel like a 20-year-old again, I think I might get myself some of that.
Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
Milk acquired.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
Another achievement. We're racking up these achievements. Game saved. Okay, let's go. We're on a roll. Back to the village square. And do we want this apple again?
I'll let the worm enjoy his new home.
Okay, we don't need to. Oh, there's a new man here.
I've not seen him round the village before.
Better speak to him then. Who is this?
Good day.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting. What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
Oh, no thanks.
No, thank you.
I do like a Scotch egg, but not a bite of somebody else's.
I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Interesting. Didn't really learn much there. But that's fine. We have other things to do. Jane has gone now.
Fresh Scotch eggs!
No, thank you. Here we go. We can speak to Miss Tompkins. Let's give her the milk.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
I have.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then.
Okay, so we have been told that Lord Panswick does not like visitors, and he tends to shoot people
Come on over.
if
It's
he's
not
not,
much
expecting
further.
them. Okay, we've not been across here before.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then.
She doesn't seem too
What the
happy.
hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
Jeez. It's not her fault. Wow.
Miss Tompkins looks more anxious every time I see her.
She might not want to talk to us now, but
Where is Lord Panswick?
Sorry, ma'am. I can't talk.
Yeah, fair enough.
Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
Well, it's really not your fault. I think we're going to have to go over a word to Miss Fenchurch and put her straight.
Miss Fenchurch is a cruel-looking
Yeah.
woman, her face set in a permanent scowl.
I can quite believe it.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
I'm going to smack you in the face, old woman.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
Okay, what can we do? Something... Should we stab her? No. We've got these stones. They might have a meaning to her if I show them. We've got the fiddle, another stone. There's not really much else to do, is it? Okay, hold on. Let me just check. We have flowers. Let's have a look at this carving.
It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps?
Oh, where did we see one of those before? Oh, was that on Leonard Shoulder's house? I don't remember. I'm sure we've seen like a moon carving somewhere else.
Some fine-looking flowers. Some fine-looking flowers.
Okay, she doesn't want to take them.
That is well out of my reach.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Okay, so that is everything. Let's move away in case there's something a bit further over this way. There's some sheep.
How very bucolic.
Can we go?
I've no time for frolicking with the flock.
Okay, and then we just got the exit. Okay, so let's try. She's not letting us pass. There's no other exit over this way. No, can't wander off. No. Okay, so let's try it. First of all, we'll try threatening her with a knife.
I shan't lower myself to such barbarity.
Okay, I thought it was worth a try. Let's try show her the stone.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Okay. The journal.
I'm not sure they would be...
Okay. What else have we got? Not much, have we? It's just the other stone. The fiddle?
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Okay, maybe. Well, God, do you have to come back? Okay, we can come back to Panswick Manor from our map. Let's go back to the Devil's Toe, because I need to give the fiddle... No, actually, no, because she gave us the fiddle. Oh, no, imagine. Okay, so the little girl who we fixed up the fiddle for, she just left it behind. I wonder, we could go to the village square, and because there is a musician in here, maybe he'd be interested in the fiddle.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Oh, I'm sure he would. Okay, so there's nothing else here.
There's nothing else.
Okay, nothing else.
I can't think of it.
Nothing else.
I have
nothing else. Okay, so we need to somehow get rid of Miss Fenchurch. Let's check. What does it say on our to-do list? Find a workman and explore the surrounding area. I don't think there's anywhere else to explore. We really have been everywhere. Apart from, well, I mean, there's one hidden location, but we need to unlock it. Sheesh, I don't know where to go. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back to the manor. We haven't exhausted everything yet. Try speaking to her one more time.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
Oh, here we go.
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick, at your disposal.
You're Lord Panswick?
Oh, we've met this guy.
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Yeah, this guy's pulling it on
Yes,
thick
to
from
be
last
frank.
time.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobb's Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman.
I was going to show us this chapel.
Come along. I promise I don't bite.
So we know he's been restoring a chapel, and some of the reverend was concerned that it's not necessarily Christian.
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors.
It definitely sounds like he's
Believe
talking
it
about an
or
old
not,
god.
My family's fortunes have dwindled
Pagan,
ever
maybe.
Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewlay is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth.
Cthulhu, probably.
But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hob's Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Dinner,
Yes?
I bet.
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell
Oh, okay.
puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Yes.
But
Farewell, my beautiful.
Sounds fair.
wait!
Well, how am I supposed to get cakes? Okay, let's chat to
The
them.
men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather. Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks. Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
Fair enough. What sort of equipment they got?
They have some decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation. They have some decent
Okay,
equipment.
right, that's fine then. Okay, well, let's go get some cakes then, I guess.
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
Oh dear.
I'm nothing of the sort.
I've seen plenty of your sort before.
I do not like that woman at all. Okay, we'll leave her alone then. Let's go to the church just to see whether she's selling cakes. She's not selling cakes. Where? Oh, she was inside here, wasn't she? The old lady who was selling cakes. Here she is.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
Bakewell puddings.
Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently. Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewlay.
Ah, that's why we
The
can't get into
most
the cobblers.
dashing cobbler in all of
Oh.
England, I used to tell him.
I wanted to talk to him.
Love is precious, pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
Yeah, because people around the village have been saying that the cobbler had met this goblin before, and I really wanted to talk to him about that, but obviously not. Okay, well, sorry about your husband, but can we have some cakes?
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, Pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. Duplancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
This must belong to Mrs. Duplancy.
So, I guess the cakes are in a basket?
That's not mine to interfere with.
Oh, how am I going to convince her to give me the cakes? I could stab her. No, I don't know. Okay. Convince Mrs. Duplancy to bake puddings. There must be a way. What do we have? I don't think we have anything... A fiddle?
I don't wish to give that away.
Okay, fair enough. Well... Okay. I don't know. I do not know. How do we convince her to bake? What would convince a grieving widow to bake cakes?
There's nothing else I wish...
Okay, I really don't think there's anything we can say to any of these people now.
Fresh Scotch eggs!
What about... Let's just quickly check down this alley. The horse is still there.
I don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools.
Okay, fair enough. There's a bucket there.
The horse has been provided with some drinking water. That's not mine to take.
Okay.
There's nothing else I wish to...
Okay, so there's nothing there. Go up this way. That kid's not there anymore. Let's just speed up a little bit. She doesn't... Okay, she doesn't like going any further that way. So there's nothing else out this way. Let's check if Henry is about, who is down this way. He is not, and there's nothing else here. Who else could we go and speak to? No one out of this. None of these people I want to speak to. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything at all. Let's go out this way. There was Cyril. He'll tell us to bugger off. But we'll just try it just in case.
Bugger off!
Yeah.
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril.
So there's nothing up that way. Let's go this way. This is just... So that'd be... Can we get back to the manor this way? We can, which we couldn't before. Yeah, there's nothing that way. And then it's just Mother Mildred that way. And then this way's back here. I guess we could go speak to Mother Mildred again just in case. There's nothing here. Wow. I don't know what to do.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay, so nothing else there. So there's nothing at the railway station. We've spoken to everybody at the village square. Nothing to do at the church, apart from we need to convince her to give us, to bake some cakes, but I don't think I've got nothing on me that will do that. Nothing at the woods, there's nothing at Devil's Toe. Mr. Shoulder's cottage, we haven't been back here. So this was the...
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
Yeah, so that's the same sort of thing as what is over Lord Panswick Manor's door. We can pick up the hens, but I don't think
You're a
there's
sweet little thing, aren't you?
nothing to do there. She just puts them down again. I don't think there's anything we can do with them. I mean, there might be. And there's nothing over this way. Let's go see that goat again. I don't think there's anything over here. Yeah, so she bleats at us and then we move back because we're too scared.
What a wild-looking thing.
Wow. What have we got in our inventory? We have the fiddle.
The fiddle and bow, left to me by the young girl at the Devil's Toe.
But we don't know what that's used for. We have Mr. Bryden's stone. We also have the journal stone. They don't mean anything to me at the moment though.
I should be careful. The blade is sharp.
Don't think we've got any other use for the knife. Let's have a quick look at this journal again. So this was our father's journal. So this is his diary of the excavation. There's nothing much there. The drawings I kind of want to look at. Yeah, this is saying he met Mother Mildred. Okay, what's this? So lower, place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. That could be worth remembering. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. Got rho, theta, epsilon, 11. Maybe no. I'm playing 11 as like Roman numerals, but that's probably. I'm not up on my Greek stuff. Is it like a Z or something like that? I don't know. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th archontic. I don't know. I don't know what that means either. Theta, that's epsilon. This must be rho. Theta, I don't know what. It hasn't written a symbol for that. And then this, I don't know what it means. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. So that indicates that we need those 2 stones on each of those doors. That looks like that, and that one maybe. These are some snakes. This is the sun where the sun and 2 moons meet. I'm sure this will make sense when we get into Hob's Barrow. A dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper, not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit. Yeah, that doesn't help. At the moment, that doesn't help. I think that will come into play tomorrow when we excavate Hob's Barrow, but today, only cakes. We have a crow.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll. I've had enough of worms for now.
So we can't do anything with that. Oh, hello.
He looks like a rather shady character.
Oh, here we go. This has changed.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Oh, actually, we have spoken to him before, but this is new.
The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque, on which is inscribed the name, Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Okay, so this is a clue then. So this has changed since we last been here.
The simple wooden cross.
Okay.
The simple wooden.
Okay, so she's not doing anything else. Is there anything we could do to the grave? Dig it up? No. Leave that on the grave?
That's a peculiar idea.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta try these things. A lantern, chisel, journal, journal stone. I've got nothing that I could really leave at the grave. Huh, okay. Maybe we go back to... Let's go back to speak to her and see if we can talk about the grave, maybe? Oh, you know what? There were some nice flowers at Lord Pansrick's manor.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
Yeah, grave. So yeah, there were some nice flowers. If we can get those flowers to put on his grave, maybe that'll cheer her up.
I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. de Plancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight. and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippie Astrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
Yeah. That's exactly what we've got to do.
What does a hippie Astrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers. Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippie Astrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy. What does a hippie Astrum...
Oh, tall stems topped with
large red flowers. Okay.
Thanks for your time.
So,
Lord be...
I think that's what we need to do. So let's have a... Oh. Okay, so this is interesting. I've got no option to go to my map now. So I bet if I go out here, there'll be something happens. Okay, I lost that bet. But there must be a reason. Oh, okay. Ignore what I just said then. That's happened before though, when I've not had access to the map because a little cutscene was about to happen. I think that's maybe just because I was in there. So, here we go. That's what we want.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned.
So I bet we can't just... Oh! She can stiffen them.
There's no scent.
Yep.
You get away from my hippie Astrum.
Apologies.
Move!
Jesus.
Well, that confirms it.
Okay, we need them. We need them.
Those flowers. May I please take one?
Are you deaf and daft? Bugger off!
Right, so now we've got to figure out how to get one of those flowers. So, there's no way we can talk to her, is there?
Good day.
Hello.
Oh, here we go. Again.
I really need one of those hippie Astrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me, or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them. Sorry, Mum. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
Oh, no.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up.
That's understandable now.
Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
That's fine. If we find Mr. Ambrose for you, you get us that flower.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
What does Mr. Ambrose look like?
He's got brown hair.
I'm afraid I'll need a bit more to go on.
Sorry, Mum. I'm too upset. Please find him, won't you?
Hey, stop your nattering and get back to your sweeping.
Sorry, Miss Fenchurch.
God, she needs to slap that woman. Okay. Brown hair. Let's go back to the village square. Now, I'd say this is more ginger. Hang on, he's got brown hair. Maybe we do have to wait for one of these random people walking past.
I've not seen him round the village before. Good day.
Hello there.
You're not Mr. Ambrose, are you?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewlay.
Thank you. Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
So the road to the east, that's out this way. Which is where she doesn't want to go. Oh, here we go. Flashback. This normally indicates... Yeah, here we go.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away, I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's go through these memories.
This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? "William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece." Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed.
It's quite sweet, really, going through the memories like that. Such a tragic story. I've been in a coma for years.
I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
So, there is a possibility that that might actually happen, because this goblin that we met at Hob's Barrow did say that he was the only one who could help our father, so yeah. Right, okay, so we have a mission to go and find the milkman. I'm thinking if we go out here, maybe for once she'll actually want to go out that way, because that's, I think, the road east where the milkman should come from. So that we will do in the next episode, because we're approaching about 45 minutes or so that's long enough for one of these episodes. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, really would appreciate you just say hi in the comments. It would make my day, it really would. So I'll join you again tomorrow, hopefully, for the next episode. I'll see you then. Goodbye.